Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a poor widow and her son, Jack. Their tiny cottage was surrounded by fields that yielded little, and the pair struggled to make ends meet. One day, with their last few coins, Jack's mother sent him to the market to sell their beloved cow, Milky White. On the way to the market, Jack encountered a mysterious old man who offered him a handful of magic beans in exchange for the cow. Jack hesitated, but the old man assured him that these beans were no ordinary beans. They held the promise of a better future. Excited by the prospect of change, Jack traded Milky White for the magic beans and returned home. Upon seeing the beans, Jack's mother was furious. She scolded him for exchanging their last possession for what seemed to be worthless beans. In her anger, she threw the beans out of the window and sent Jack to bed without supper. As the night passed, a strange and magical event unfolded. The discarded beans sprouted into a towering beanstalk that reached high into the clouds. When Jack awoke the next morning, he found himself in awe of the colossal plant that now stood in place of his modest cottage. Eager to explore the unknown, Jack began to climb the beanstalk, and before long, he found himself in a mystical land above the clouds. The land was vast and filled with wonders. As Jack roamed, he stumbled upon a grand castle that seemed to touch the sky, curiosity getting the better of him. Jack entered the castle and discovered it was inhabited by a fierce and greedy giant. Hidden in the shadows, Jack overheard the giant talking about his prized possessions, including a magical harp that played the most enchanting tunes and a hen that laid golden eggs. Determined to change his family's fortune, Jack hatched a plan to steal these treasures from the giant. Night after night, Jack sneaked into the castle and managed to take the harp and the hen without waking the giant. The magical harp played a lullaby that calmed Jack's nerves as he made his daring escapes. However, the giant soon realized that someone was taking his treasures. Enraged, he thundered after Jack, his booming footsteps echoing through the clouds. Jack, with the harp tucked under his arm and the golden egg-laying hen in his pocket, raced down the beanstalk, the giant hot on his heels. Jack reached the bottom just in time to grab an axe and chop down the beanstalk. The giant, unable to descend, fell to the ground with a resounding thud. As the beanstalk toppled, Jack's heart raced with both fear and triumph. With the treasures in hand, Jack reunited with his mother. The magical harp played soothing melodies that brought joy to the village, while the golden eggs provided them with prosperity beyond their wildest dreams. The once poor widow and her son became known far and wide for their incredible tale. And so, Jack and his mother lived happily ever after, their lives transformed by the magic that sprouted from a handful of beans. The tale of Jack and the Beanstalk became a legend, a story of courage, cunning, and the unexpected magic that can be found in the most unlikely places.